lot of attributes for SodaStream that we can talk about and see how those can be real RTBs for people to actually purchase. So, just in a nutshell, when I say SodaStream, what is the first thing that comes to mind for you guys? Super Bowl, that's one.
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, I was expecting that. Yeah, another one. Coexistence, very nice. Bubbles, yeah, all of the above. So that's right. This is exactly the kind of storytelling that I will show you what we're trying to achieve. But so we're with David against Goliath, right? About such huge industry, but we're actually growing pretty nice. We are sold in 43 countries. My CEO says about 80,000 doors worldwide, and we have around about 8.3 million active users, meaning they are constantly going through cylinders, going to shops, exchanging them. This is asking a lot from a consumer nowadays, right? To remember to take a cylinder, not forgetting it in its trunk, going to Bed Bath, exchanging it. So this is hard task, but we have 8.3 million active users that are doing that each year. And what we're focusing now on, and this is something that is really mind-blowing, the environmental angle that we are pushing so hard right now, and I'll show you how we are doing that, is because one SodaStream bottle actually replaces 3,000 disposable plastic bottles. Think about the effect that it has on our planet. Would you consider actually purchasing a machine like SodaStream just because it helps the environment? I would say that most of us won't, but in many cases it's been proven by us, and I'll show you that later on. This is and such a serious motivation to buy SodaStream, and I'll show you how we are conveying that. So, well, who knows who this guy is? Exactly, Miles Davis. And one of the most famous jazz of all time, and I'm happy to, segue in all those metaphors right now. So I'm using his image because he's famous for a cool quote that I like to cite. He said, "Anybody can play a note. It's all about the attitude of the motherfucker who plays it." Excuse the language. And really, for us in SodaStream, attitude is such an important factor because many brands are telling stories. Many brands are using all of the amazing platforms that you use. But how can we identify ourselves? How can we actually push our DNA, what we believe in a manner that will get people to react? So, to explain what I mean by attitude, the best way I can do that is by that, right? Who knows who this is? Yeah, I was from Bichler, for sure. Just last week I was giving a presentation in IDC to students, and when I got to the slide, I asked, who knows what movie is it? Nobody knew. So I thought, oh my God, my old punch is lost, but I'm excited that you know it, because basically this 1996 film by the Coen brothers is all about attitude, right? It's 10% script, 90% attitude. Everybody knows what feeling is being portrayed by this slide alone. And if we can, as a brand, to really grasp that and take this attitude and run it through our execution, that for us is a big achievement. And I will use this metaphor in order to explain how we create content in SodaStream. So, what are the key ingredients for successful content creation in SodaStream? Well, first, you need to stand out, right? Easier said than done. Cut through the clutter. 10,000 messages each day, maybe 100,000 messages every time. How do you stand out? Well, it's a challenge, but for sure it's got to be a key ingredient. I'm going to show how we do it. Another very crucial ingredient is timing. Well, 90% timing, right? Users are not waiting or going online or browsing their mobile expecting to see our content, right? They're not waiting for that. They have other issues on their mind. If you're pregnant, then you want to learn about pregnancy-related issues. If it's an election time, you want to hear what the candidate has to say, or don't want to hear what they have to say. Well, there are bigger things that are happening in life that if you have the ability to, take a ride on that, that would be very, very beneficial. And the last, and maybe I'll call it secret ingredient that we have in SodaStream is what we call PR inside. If you can take some kind of a cookie or soundbite or anything that can be interesting, not just to users, but to media outlets as well, then you get double the coverage, right? You get everybody, if it's branded like Edwick, Mashable, Nange covering you, but you also have the added value of, if they embed your movie, then you get even more exposure. So PR inside is a very, very, very important element. Now, I'm going to show you 3 examples of how we implement this strategy and what we thought was very, very beneficial for us this year. So, this execution, I'm taking you back to April 1st, not by chance. Who here follow Game of Thrones? Yeah, pretty reasonable. So, Game of Thrones may be the most popular or the biggest cultural phenomenon of the 20th century, and really, this show is bigger than its ingredients, right? It just won an Emmy for Best Show, but none of the actors won anything because it's a phenomenon and it's something that people follow and anticipate. April 1st was 10 days before the launch of the 6th season, I guess, and we just aired this.
Or how can I be like you? As long as me knows.
And in the lights, please.
What?
People ask me,
Or how can I be like you? As long as me knows.
well, the answer is right in front of your eyes. Sparkling water. This is my brand, Happy Bubbles. We have 2 kilos, 5 kilos, and 10 kilos.
What if I can carry it?
If you can't carry, you can't drink. You die. You can become stronger just by carrying it back home from the supermarket.
What if I bought other stuff?
Don't buy other stuff. Happy Bubbles. Sparkling water that makes you sweat. There's something wrong with that. Why would it use this thing? It makes no sense. Plastic bottles are very bad for the planet. This is not from carrying water. This is irrelevant. With SodaStream, you don't carry plastic bottles, you don't sweat, and you make sparkling water from normal water at home, like me. This is not my home, this is a sack. If you leave me, I have a home. If I sack like this, it also not on the table, don't be annoyed. SodaStream, drop plastic bottles.
Yeah. How cool was that, right? So, April 1st, we actually aired the first part of this execution, and we built an entire digital ecosystem around it. We had a Facebook page, a mini site, a YouTube channel, everything that follows that, and the reaction were amazing, right? If you guys don't know, this is Thor Bjornsson, aka the Mountain from the series. He's a very subtle guy on the show, just kills people and cuts their throats. And we took him to a ride in this execution. So Heavy Bubbles was perceived by many as a real brand, right? People didn't know that to begin with, and they were like, I was getting questions: where can I buy it? How much will it cost? Requests from retailers all over the world to sell the product, and I would have made a lot of money, seriously, if we actually go ahead with it. But so we had a big challenge. How do we convey to people who saw that this is actually a SodaStream ad? And this is an extensive remarketing effort, delivering to them the answer or the full movie. And at the end of the day, we were very successful in doing that. And really, the results were amazing. Publication went nuts about it, 1.2 billion potential reach. I don't care too much about these numbers. It was very engaging. People were very in tune to that. And because Game of Thrones is such a big hit, so when it happened, it was an absolute phenomenon. You know, just 1 month ago we won the Golden Drum for this, so this was also very exciting. So we had a big challenge. The big challenge was how do we sequel that, how we segue on that, because okay, it was amazing stuff, but it happened in April. Most of our sales are happening, you know, in the gifting season. So how can I build this momentum or do some kind of a execution that will follow and have an amazing impact on the brand? So we knew that we had something going on with him, and we thought, okay, what can we do next? Well, if you follow Game of Thrones, well, there's an iconic scene called Walk of Atonement. It was done in the last episode of season 5. I only watched one episode in my entire life. I gotta put the disclaimer up front. So it's a very, very, very complicated scene. Cersei, the queen, is being shamed all over the kingdom, walked and humiliated, naked in the streets. Very, very tough scene to watch. But we say, hey, what the heck? There might be something we can do with that. So we took those two talents. We added to Thor also Septa Onena, the actress Hannah Weddingham, who was the actual Septa on the show. And we added an upcoming and rising star, Daniel Birnbaum, our CEO, who plays the cheese cutter. And we ended up with that. Next again, please.
Shame. 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 This is sparkling water. It's the mountain.
Why are you stupid? Why are you carrying shameful polluted plastic bottles? Don't you know you're hurting Mother Earth? Mother Earth has given us so much. The birds, the bees, the ocean, Matthew McConaughey, peanuts. Why would you destroy all these beautiful creations?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stop. This other scene, you make sparkling water at home in the touch of a bottom. Hey Steve! Hello! Just the way you like it. Without carrying heavy plastic bottles and pissing off Mother Earth. Can you hear the dolphins cry? Shoulder sleep. Stop plastic bottles. Holy Mother Earth.
Okay, so big plastic industry got ballistic on us, sent us 6 cease and desist letters just in the last week, asking us to remove this execution. Yeah. And spoke about attitude, so what do? Of course we take it out, right? Well, hell no, we're celebrating that all over the world. Our CEO is in a media tour right now on the major outlets, and we're, headbutting them. We know we're still a small company, but we'll do everything we can because this execution was so powerful. It was covered so many times in the last weeks. Since we aired it November 14, it made such a huge buzz, and we are very, very pro-environment, and when we actually care about the planet and care about basic human rights and basic necessities that each and everyone should have. And we spoke about those 2 executions, but you know what? What really turned around our business actually happened. Important thing is that for me to convey to you guys, and it was all about authenticity and people believing what they're seeing, like you said, Mo, so rightly so. These are big productions, okay? Not every brand can do that. It was less expensive than what it showed because it was shot in Ukraine, not in Israel. Let's put it aside for a sec. But the one execution that actually changed people's perception was something I did with a crew. I just went down to our factory in Avim and opened the camera and shot the following video.
أنا منادي فلسطينية من مدينة أريحة، بشتغل في الصودا صار لي 3 سنين ونص. كل يوم باجي على الصودا، بحب الشغل كتير هون، مرتاحة فيه وبحب أكمل معه.
אני נטשה מבאר שבע, עובדת במפעל סודה סטרים. אני אחראית חלק ספרים.
שלום, אני לירון, ואני עובדת בפס ייצור בסודה סטרים. אני ישראלית. ועד עבדו שרה בדואית מרהט, והקבוצות יחד עבודה משותפת נהדרת.
أنا خليل كنعان من قرية حدمة فلسطيني، بشتغل بسودا ستريم، بشتغل بالسلندر.
Hi, I am Ali Jafar. I am Palestinian. I am from Sawahri. I work in Soda Stream, shift manager.
מתי האקשן שלך? שלום, אני נירל, אני מבאר שבע, ישראלי, עובד בסודה סטרים בקו הרכבות.
Hi, my name is Nabil. This is Alicia. She is Israeli from Beersheba and she works in the bar department.
Hey, my name is Alicia. This is Nabil. He's from Ramallah. He's Palestinian and he's my boss.
Hi, my name is Khulud from Rahat, Bedouin Israeli, and I am working in the Soda Stream.
My name is Taha. We're from Iran. I am Palestinian.
Hey, my name is Shahar. I live in Beersheba. I am Israeli and we work together.
אני יעקב, בבאר שבע, איש צוות, עובד בסודה סטרים, ומחמוד, פלסטיני, אנחנו עובדים כמו משפחה, אין כמוהו.
יאללה, אקשן! Hi, my name is Mahmoud. I'm a Palestinian from Shofatka. This is my friend Yaakov.
Thank you. What can I say about this movie? I mean, I can tell you I'm a marketing genius, but we had no idea what would happen when we posted it on it was an open group on Facebook, not even titled SodaStream. It was shared by 20 million people worldwide, giving them hope, because it portrayed an image that I think many of us didn't think is possible nowadays in Israel, right? Who wouldn't expect such an image to happen? And it was there, and we captured it, and it made people cry, it made people hopeful, and when you're in a brand, this is the kind of brand that, first of all, you want to work in. I'm very proud to be working in SodaStream, but people react to that. Our CEO talks a lot about brand love, and this is an attribute that is really hard to grasp, but this is what we are working for. We want to reach the hearts, and you only reach the hearts when you're using stories, and you need to be authentic in the way you tell stories, but you need to be very, very professional in the way, because UGC is important, our brand is perceived is important, what people are talking about is important, but we control the conversation. The way that we will express ourselves will be the guide for our users to follow. So, just some numbers. This execution had a massive coverage from all the biggest outlets in the world. Again, I wouldn't say how much it cost, because it was just opening a camera and doing that in smart editing, but it was really, really powerful. And we say in God we trust, everybody else should bring data. So this is the social listening. We talked about KPIs that count. This is one of my major KPIs, because when someone is proactively creating a conversation around your brand, this means you affect. This means you had something that reached out to him and was powerful and such a great influence on him that he had to proactively do it. But this is not just about the spikes, right? We are able to color that. We were able to say exactly what attributed these peaks. So, Island of Peace was a major peak. Thor and Heavy Bubble were amazing and didn't reach December yet, so we're not seeing the numbers for Shane. But seriously, we are in to create demand, and we do that by raising awareness. And those executions were a solid growth engine, and I'm as confident I can be that those campaigns were attributed to the hit that we are experiencing. 2016 began, the stock was $10, now we're in the 40. Again, double-digit growth, top line for 3 quarters, triple-digit growth, bottom line. So basically, we're flying, and we're going to do that as much as we can, because storytelling is the way to go, and we're trying to implement that going forward as well. Thank you very much.
A Q&A.
I have a Q&A? Oh, cool, yeah. Yes.
So unlike most companies, your storytelling has been a little bit stained by those who are trying to change the story a little bit, BDS, whatnot. Am I wrong to think your strategy was just not to relate to them? Was there any kind of reaction to them? I mean, the facts speak alone, but what did you do in the fact when someone's trying to ruin your story of your storyline?
Well, we're all friends here, right? So I can be really honest. BDS was good business, okay? Seriously. We're not afraid. Not like many people think. We didn't relocate our factory because of the pressure. It takes a little bit more than 6 years to relocate a factory, so the fact that 2 years ago they're on our tail, but we're fighting back. That's our attitude, and we stand for something that is right. And when we do that, and we do it in a compelling way, then people will relate. I think that an amazing effect for this execution was that before that we were the evil, right? We were what's preventing the I don't know, the world from the media for peaceful, or we were the enemy. And when we aired that and people saw what was actually going on, I can tell you from firsthand, this is actually going on, or was going on before we took their work permits. But people were starting to talk about are BBS okay? Is BB not okay? But we were in much better shape. People were saying, okay, SodaStream, they're doing something right. And this is where we wanted to be, and this is what happened eventually. So I'm excited about it, and we stand for everything that we see in this video. Yes?
I see that you stand for amazing causes, whether or not the cause is peace, whether or not the cause is environmentalism. Do you ever feel that your customers need to know a little bit more about the product that they're buying?
Yes, obviously. And I think the heavy bubbles and channel are much more product related, but I can give you an amazing fact. We ran a brand new study with Google over Island of Peace. There was not a single product portrayed there. And we had a lift of more than 14% in purchase intent among users who haven't seen this creative. When you affect the heart and people relate to what you say, they will educate themselves later, maybe proactively, go on Amazon, search. We see a big lift on searches after every occasion. We see Google, check Google Trends, obviously. So it's easier for us to tell a story about what we believe in than what our product does. Because it's kind of boring, right? The tech what you put in it, but the way that we, package all our stories make people relate even more. And that's what I attribute the lift that we have right now, especially in awareness, especially in demand creation, because people are stopping and asking themselves, wait, what was that? I want to see that. I want to learn more about it. And we see that's happening. So yeah, for sure product related content is also very important. Yes, please.
Louder.
Sorry, these are great videos, and I'm very engaged with them. I've seen them all before. They're really,
Thank you.
really excellent content. And along the same lines, we've been talking a lot about user-generated content today. And have you gone into people's homes and spaces and brought out the content with them drinking and using the product?
Okay, great question. Wasn't a part of my presentation because I wasn't referring too much about UGC, but what I can tell you about user-generated content, I feel that as a brand that has many followers and many engaged users, without doing anything, people are generating content around SodaStream. So social listening is highly important for me. And what I'm actually doing is trying to find the biggest opportunities in UGC, meaning I appreciate everyone, especially in this audience, who are posting about SodaStream, but if you have a lot of followers, I want to know about it. And when I identify those users who are heavy users, that are almost in love with my brand, saying stuff, and they have, by chance, 1 million followers, I want to acknowledge that. So what I do is take a different approach. I use my PR agencies to contact them and to acknowledge them. And you know what it does? They post about you even more. So my take on the influencers approach is that it's really got contaminated, okay? It's so commercialized, people don't really believe those unauthentic users. And when you are able to organically identify those users which might be the best ambassador for you as a brand, I'm doing everything within my power to contact them and escalate their involvement within my brand. So this is my approach. Yes, please.
Do you find that customers are buying SodaStream in order not to buy bottles? Is that true? Is that something that customers care about?
Well, I believe that it's great for a Friday night saloon talk to say, oh, by the way, I'm selling thousands of bottles, but we're marketeers. We know the truth. We know that in many cases, the functional benefit of not needing to schlep bottles from the store in Germany, which is our biggest market, is the main driver for sales. We also know that in US, the angle that consumers are reacting most to is health and wellness, actually. The fact that people with SodaStream drink 43% more water, and hydration is a major issue. But we're not computers. We don't know a functional benefit, and just because of that, we are going into that and picking up the soda stream. It's not a linear approach, it's a customer journey. We know in soda stream that it takes at least 4 media touch points in order to get a user to convert. But furthermore, in most cases, it won't happen online, so I won't even know about it. Okay? So it's important to me to have meaningful content and nurture my users throughout this customer journey, because SodaStream as a brand is being purchased mostly as a gift. Okay? So there are specific occasions that you personally would convert, whether you got married, or someone had a birthday, or you recently moved. This is also an affinity that is really resonating within our users. So it's being there constantly with great values, with content worth engaging with. And at the end of the day, with enough time in the psychology of the consumer, you will convert. And this is how we see it. It's a journey, but we are giving some cool milestones and cool touch points for users to engage with us and eventually convert, hopefully. Yes, please.
Do you find it easy to create content?
Do I find it easy?
Yes. Or how easy it is for you? And I had another question just by the end. If you could wish anything for to be the content, fantasize about something, what would it be?
Aren't you guys hungry? Great question. So I'll tell you that
hungry for knowledge.
Being innovative, being simple is the hardest task, right? So the fact that we have great angles that would get people to relate to that. Because when we were in a phase that we've done the Scarlet thing and provocative, it didn't convey our message. It was a great I would call. I mean, Scarlett was great. She cost a lot, but she was great. And we didn't really do too much with her because she liked us. That's fine. We felt starstruck, right? So Scarlett, who are we for her to? But she wasn't as related as I wanted for us as a brand. I wasn't there at the time, to be honest. But Thor, being the strongest man on earth, actually the second strongest, he keeps losing and skinning us. But so for the no schlepping part, the fact that you get the strongest man on earth to say, why would you carry, is even more strong than just taking a big time celeb. And touching on the nerve of Game of Thrones as a phenomena, and not just as an actor, a specific actor, is like, I'm done, okay, just finish the sentence, is even stronger than just, pinpointing a specific celeb with a lot of influence who would be right. So it's not easy, it's very hard. We're trying to get between 2 or 3 hero productions, we call them, a year, to convey our message. This is a very, very good strategy. And what was it? What I fantasized about? Well, right now our biggest market is Germany. We have 6% penetration rate, and they have the massive sparkling water drinkers. No reason why we can't be 50-60% household penetration. Other markets we need to solve, but we are rapidly growing.
They use glass bottles.
Yeah, the tap water quality there is great.
No plastic bottles, maybe glass.
Yeah, they have a special crystal machine, which is glass carafe, right? And no reason why, to my mind, every consumer wouldn't have a soda stream in his house. It makes much more sense. Bottled water is such a marketing scheme. What are you doing? They take the source, fill it out, contaminate the earth, carbon footprint skyrockets, and it's the same water that you drink in most parts of the world from tap. So it's a tough industry. They have so much lobbying done, but we believe in our way, and we keep, spreading our word. Social media is big for us because it helps us to convey our messages and transport it to all of you guys, the audience, and we keep doing that. So fantasy-wise, everybody should have a soda stream.